create stunning curriculum night presentations. And the most important thing through this entire module is less is more. Less is more. You're going to hear me saying that over and over again. We're not going to try to pack everything, every word we want to say onto a slide. No, no, no. We're going to totally change. Well, hey, I'm Meg Ormiston. Thanks for joining me for this module. I am a former classroom teacher, and now I am a professional presenter. So I've actually have a bookshelf full of books on how to make great presentations. So what I did is I went kind of through those books, took some theory, took some different things, but I boiled it down and I made it real for teachers for curriculum night. Now, the most important thing, I want your hands off your technology because I want you to plan. Planning before you touch the technology. That's probably the biggest mistake people make because everyone jumps in and they take the same presentation that you've had for probably too many years and just update, change how many years you've been teaching and so on and so forth. But what we really need to do is totally rethink the whole thing. And that's what I want to do in this session. And I want to get you excited about it because there's some great tools out there to help you. Create an outline of the key things you want to cover. The details. This is so hard for teachers. The details, save them for the handout in your website. The minutia of like your schedule and all of those. I want you to really think about what do you want those parents to walk out of your session with. That's what I want you to really think about before you touch a key. Now, why? Why are you giving the presentation? I always sit back and say, what is my purpose? Why am I doing this? Before I get stuck in the backgrounds, the colors, and all that other stuff. That's so not important. Parents are there for curriculum night to get a snapshot, just a snapshot of the year. Not every detail, not every day, just a snapshot. Save the details. We do not want, they call them sometimes slide monuments, where so much is packed onto the slide that the message gets lost. We're going to look at it completely in a different way, where less is more, because I want you to relax and have fun. I can't tell you how many teachers I work with, and they tell me how nervous they get at curriculum night. I go, you present all day, every day. Why are you nervous? And they do. I want to take the need to pack everything in. I want you to take that off your shoulders now. Relax, and we're going to have fun. It's a snapshot, just a snapshot. They want to come and see that you're going to love their son or daughter. That's why they're there. All right, seek help. I love this. Please don't be insulted, our teachers. But unless you're a trained professional, let other people design your slides. Key. Now, this one I love. Compare and contrast. 1989 called, and they want their clip art back. I rarely use any clip art other than simple things like that megaphone right there. So your presentation might date back to 1989, but it's time to maybe throw that one away and try. Let me emphasize this through visuals. Now, I sure hope none of you appear on here, but this is a Google search for curriculum night presentations. Maybe I did curriculum night PowerPoints. Yikes. Okay, look at the one at the top. 2010-11 fourth grade focus class. That piece of clip art goes back to 1989. The bus on the left there, I think that's been used for 200 years. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Less is more. Less is more. And so you can see some very interesting presentations. Back in 89, that would have been really cool. Not today. It continues on. We're getting a little better. A couple of them have, one has a picture of students. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, that crayon's been around way too long. Forget the crayons, forget the school, they know they're at school, they drove there. So we don't need that, okay? And if you need to play this for one of your teammates, you just go ahead and emphasize that. Meg said. All right. I don't know where that Western theme came from, but I'm going to guess it came from Teachers Pay Teachers, maybe? I'm not sure where that came from. But bottom line is, yikes. This is just too much. All right. Mm-hmm. It continued. That superhero theme probably came from, what is that? Edible PowerPoints for open house and curriculum nights. All right. Now, I hope your name has not appeared anywhere as I'm showing examples. This used to be what curriculum night looks like. After this session, yours is going to look so much better. Now we're going to go to one of our friends here at Slide Carnival. That's where I got this template from. Slide Carnival is really cool. So what it is, free. We're teachers, we love free. Free templates for Google Slides, which is Google presentations. And there's templates in here. The great part about these templates is all of the fonts come with them. And so a lot of times if you go from computer to computer, the fonts are different, and that becomes a huge problem. If you build it on one machine and go to present it on another machine, if it doesn't have the same fonts, that's a problem. If you stay within Google Slides, you won't have that problem. What I like is this. All those little icons they give you. This is it, everybody. No more. No more crazy clip art than that. Either we're going to use pictures, digital pictures of students, or we're going to use really, really basic icons like this. These are designed that you can take them and if you notice I had a rocket earlier and I had the megaphone, you just take these and you can pop them into other things and they resize beautifully, which is a problem if you go out to the internet and try to find different clip art. Now, still continue out. Now there's another pirate. Oh, that's kind of creepy. But if you look right at the one in the middle, that popped out at me. I'm like, oh, finally. The one in the middle that says homework, that to me, immediately I knew how they had made that one. And what I'd like you to do, of course, free. We like free. That was built in an app, and it's an app and a website called Haiku Deck. I've been using this for years. I love Haiku Deck because it makes all of that blinky other stuff, you can't do it within Haiku Deck. Haiku Deck limits what you can do. And so let me show you. So this one I just pulled up. I don't know these teachers, but this is what a slide in Haiku Deck looks like. So this right here, if you can see the pictures that are there are all in Haiku Deck. And the great part, you can't see it in this slide, but what it does is actually cites the slide for you, the picture. You don't have to worry about that. And it's okay for you to use. They're all licensed for you to use these images. Their images are bold. They're beautiful. That's what my bookshelf would tell you. Use images whenever you can, just for people to kind of hook your words onto. Look how simple that is. Second grade curriculum night. Here are the three teachers. I looked at, there's another one back here that was a second grade curriculum night, and it had, like 20 teachers listed, and I thought I would be so confused by that. Less is more, remember my theory. And using Haiku Deck, less is more because there's not a lot of room to go ahead and write. Now, this slide right here, this is a great example of what the Haiku Deck slides are going to look like. So what I'd like you to think about, and you can stop, I give you permission at all times, you can go ahead and stop at any time, because the most important thing is not the technology, it's not the picture. The most important thing is the content. Now take a look. This is the second grade teachers that posted on online. That's why I found it. And 136 people have viewed their curriculum night, which is great. Thank you for making a model of that. Look how simple it is. Their outline. First, school starts time. There it is. There's a clock and there's the time. There's a homework folder. There's homework. It's just very, very simple. And so it just goes through. I think there were only 10 or 12 slides. I could be wrong. But it was very, very simple. This might become your outline. Less is more. Okay, maybe, let's take school start time. Maybe if you are at the middle school level, there's a very specific car lane that you're supposed to drop off in and all that information, no, that goes in the packet that goes home with students. And of course you're going to reinforce it with students and all different forms, but this night is your snapshot night. So think less is more. It'll be so beautiful. They'll be like, wow, she must be a technology whiz. Now, Another opportunity. Oh, there it is, 10. And it did stop at 10. Yes, I was right. And so there, you might just want to uh, pause this, and then just jot those down. Maybe that's it. That's all we have to talk about right there, just the snapshot. All right, some people really like to use Prezi. Now, Prezi, I have a little trouble with. Prezi zooms in and zooms out, and I have found I've put in hours in a presentation, and it still hasn't come out the way I want it. I have trouble with Prezi, but then again, I think I'm so in love with Haiku Deck that I don't want to invest the time in Prezi. But Prezi is definitely another option to create more of an interactive, a movement kind of presentation. Now, this one's kind of new. This has been around a couple of years. It's called Canva. I believe that's how you would say it. And what I learned for this presentation, I've used it to design like brochures, flyers, and things like that. That's how I've used Canva before. But what I found when I was getting ready for this, that they also do have designs for PowerPoint presentations that you can go ahead and use. Again, why would you do that? Because professionals design these. We are so busy with everything else that let's let the professionals design. And you can see it's very simple, and then you can go ahead and share it, make it public, download it, whatever you'd like to do. What I like about Canva is the over 1 million images that you have at your disposal. Now, these are just a few of the templates that you can find within Canva. Within Canva. No, I'll take that back. Pardon. These are the ones within PowerPoint. You gotta be careful with PowerPoint. You don't want people to walk by and see the same template in every room. It gets old. We just need to jazz it up a little bit. That's really why I like Haiku Deck, because there really is no template. The pictures, the full frame pictures take up everything. And the great part is when you select your pictures in Haiku Deck, it automatically sizes the image to fit that screen, which is really cool. Be careful. Don't waste a lot of time looking for free PowerPoint templates, because a lot of places will say free PowerPoint templates. You get there and, oh, by the way, these 2 are free and the rest of them we're going to charge you a lot of money. And so just be careful kind of those. Don't waste your time. I'm all about saving you time. Now, I just wanted to show you an example of one of my slide decks so you can see what I'm saying. So I like to do an introduction that, I'm a teacher, coach, author. I've written 7 books now. I show a little bit of my family. And of course, who doesn't ooh and ah over a beautiful golden retriever puppy that is guarding me at this very moment? But you can see my slides are very different from many presentations you've gone to that have just bullets and everything, just too much information. Less is more. Just your titles. The words come from you, and if you want to direct them, that's in point 3 of the handout, and so on and so forth. They're going to remember these slides because they're beautiful, they're clutter-free, and they are there, remember, to get a snapshot. The other thing is, if I was doing curriculum night today, I might take quick pictures of my students. And of course, parents love to see their students. I don't care if they're in high school, they still love to see their students in the science lab or whatever the case may be. If you can snap pictures and use the pictures of your own students, that's even better than anything else. Because a picture says 1,000 words, use the picture. Remember, less is more. Thanks. Any questions? Nothing is silly. Believe me, I've heard everything. You feel free to contact me, Twitter me, email me, whatever you want. And of course, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This is created by Slide Carnival. I went to the professionals. I know I'm not a designer, so I went to somebody that could help me. So thank you so very, very much. Slide Carnival gives you all the details, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And I can't wait to see your stunning curriculum night presentations. Be bold, be brave, be different, and remember, less is more. You might have to fight your grade level. Less is more. Put this up on the big screen. Believe me, I'm a professional presenter. Less is more. Have a great day.